channel RJ Trades. If you have not liked and subscribed, don't forget to like and subscribe. Click that bell button so that you get all the updates about my latest video. So today's I just wanted to kind of go over the market, kind of go over the overall market, what to expect next week, and also kind of some of the things you can learn from this week, right? So I'm gonna cover everything. So this was absolutely a brutal week, right? So we can see that almost like we we went from from Q's almost 324 to almost 325 points drop within a week, sharply 3 days massive sell off. And today was kind of day where we had a massive sell off in the morning, then we kind of reversed quite back. So this looks like kind of reversals, but I think we are not out of the woods yet. So basically we need to hold this trend line, this trend line. As long as you hold this trend line, I think we should be fine. If you look at that, we had the same in October, and also I think on September, right? So September right before the election, and off October just up to the election, then we started running. So exactly kind of same, we are in the trend line right at there. So if it hold that one, I think we are fine. But if it break this, I think there's more blood in the street, right, for the Qs. So definitely we need to hold. Today's we basically kind of touched below that, but we closed well above that. That's a bullish sign. So we do have, so I think as long as we are above 300, we should be fine. Below that, I definitely not gonna. So I would not say just go all in, be cautious, but I do feel like it's kind of reversals and seems like it's exhaustion. So if you look at the smaller time frame, right? So if you look at 5 minutes, you can clearly see that today's actions, right? We opened up right before the opening, like kind of we're kind of going up, then massive sell off, and we dipped almost to 290 cent to 97. Then I think reversals came right around the midday, and we kind of closed higher. So pretty good sign. So I hope nobody sold at the bottom. At least you holder sold at the close, you should be pretty good. But I was kind of telling from just there are a lot of queues, right? So I was kind of telling from 15-20 of the February, just be cash mostly. And if you look at that, the action was like we're going like really top of the channel, these channels, and we're kind of struggling. Like it was kind of choppy. There was no volume, right? The volume was literally kind of down, and then we kind of had started the red day. We kind of started gapping up, closing, gapping up, closing. So it was kind of giving some sign, right? Kind of it was a top. Also same action with the SPY too. If you look at the SPY, uh, SPY, it was the same actions. We are almost at the top, and it was just the really choppy actions. No volume was not coming in. So we're struggling to kind of break that resistance, right? So and it needed a due pullback. We were due for it. It was a while, like we are like continuously going up, gapping up, and we're in that area. We needed a much needed pullback. Right now we are I think we can move this trend line right here. Yeah, still right above trend line, but I don't think we are out of the woods yet. We need to see how we open on Monday, and if we had like a couple of few days, but right around 50 days. So I think if you do EMA, probably we are above 50 days. So right around 50 days, which is a good sign. So we may bounce back, but I would not. So one thing is, one of a few of the lessons you can learn, right? One thing is you need to have a significant percentage of your portfolio in a cash. If you had a cash, this would have been great, like buying a lot of the stocks, right? NIO was literally $31, $32, right? And always I tell hundreds of times, peoples were asking when everything was all-time high to kind of invest. Again, trading, you buy at the top, literally whenever it break out and things. Trading doesn't matter, but when you're investing, you want to get it some pullback, maybe 50 days, something, right? I mean, investing, you want to look for the pullback. You want to buy cheaper, right? What's value? You don't want to pay overvalued, like overpriced. And people are asking like, oh, Apple will never see 120. We had Apple 120, Tesla like 800, right? People were like, we'll never see 700. We saw 500 today in Tesla. Tesla was brutally smacked just like NIO. If you look at Tesla, right? So Tesla, look at that. I mean, Tesla saw 540, almost 540. Yeah, Tesla was 540. This was almost like from the almost pre-time high of like September. The thing is, like, everything pullbacks, you just need a patience, right? One of the greatest things you need to have is a patience, right? So at least wait for a pullback. Pullback always happens, right? If it doesn't happen, just move on to other stocks, but eventually it happens to everything, and it happened, right? And other things, a lot of the cues were like SPAC, right? There's SPAC with the no history, anything, any junk. People are buying, putting money in the all the junk SPAC. I mean, again, nothing against SPAC. Some SPACs are really great, right? But some are really junk. Some are just literally, I mean, they don't have any product, they don't have any revenue, they don't even have a great vision, right? Again, I'm not saying like there are some great SPAC too, but you just need to do your own DD and find out what's good and what's not. It's not like you put in a SPAC and just make money instantly, right? A lot of things can go wrong, and you probably can see that a lot of the SPACs were almost like 40-50% down. So you need to have, and other thing is, a lot of people just copy trades. I think that's a really bad idea. Don't just copy anybody's trade, whether it's a Kathy or Warren Buffett or whatever. You don't know what their process is, right? You don't know like how long they plan to hold. I mean, they may be thinking to holding for like 5-10 years. Are you able to hold that for 5-10 years? What you're gonna do if it's gonna go 50% down, 70% down, right? So everybody need to have your own conviction. You need to believe in the company, right? If you are trading, you need to believe in the chart. Again, nothing wrong with like, okay, she bought something, so of course you can actually do your own research and think, but do you believe in what she says, or do you see what she is saying, right? So you need to have at least some kind of conviction, or you believe, okay, that's a great company or something, right? Or maybe this chart looks great, good setup, so I'm gonna get in, right? Otherwise it's not gonna work. So those are the few things I think we all learned, and probably you probably learned, just don't copy anybody's trade, right? There's good company, there's bad company, you just need to find out. And other thing is, a lot of the great companies are probably cheaper, so keep looking, keep digging, right? You may find really gem. Usually when the sell off happens, everything sells off, right? Doesn't matter whether it's a good company or bad company. So when that happens, it's usually a good opportunity, right? And other things I think you can see is a lot of the leaders, like, they don't if you see, I mean, Futu, I'm really big on Futu. I was expecting it's gonna pull down to 50 and I'm gonna pull the trigger, but it never pulled down even with this sell off, right? The thing is, like, they're increasing their revenue significantly, right? Look at that. Even in the red days, the volume is really low, not many people are selling, but look at the green days, that a lot of people are buying. So this is very strange. So you will actually, you will find out what's great company and what's not, where the money is flowing and where. For the crappy company, like, you will probably see a lot of the money. I think Clove, right? One of the SPAC, Clove. uh, Look at that, look at the volume. It literally went like, it doesn't like it doesn't mean like Chamath kind of put the money and it just gonna just instantly go up, right? So it was almost 17. A lot of people's grab right around here, and you see like almost down more than 50, 60, 70%, right? So just to get in, you need to be probably up like 100%. So that's a bad sign, right? So you need to kind of do your own research, your own due diligence. Again, a lot of companies are cheaper. I think T-Doc, within the sell-off, there's a huge sell-off. I believe in a company. I have a lot of leaps. I actually added some today too. I added yesterday. I added day before too. So I've been adding almost from 15, 16. So I'm adding. My average cost from previous buy point, I got in almost mostly below 80 before, and right now too I'm right around